Another night, another crazy game for Old Dominion University football. Ted Alexander, Andy Mashaw here as the Monarchs take on the Liberty Flames. It's always nuts with this team.
It really is. I mean, last time it was all about the quarterback, but this time it's a little bit different. I mean, yet first score of the game is a one-handed, ridiculous catch in the back of the end zone, and then the next one is bounced off of an interception, should have been an interception, and that turns into a touchdown, and all of a sudden you like a punch in the mouth, and it's 14-0.
And we're thinking, where's Franco Harris and the Steelers against the Raiders back in the day on that one? But the Monarchs battled back, and we saw some different sights on offense, Andy, that's opened up some stuff.
We saw Hayden Wolf pull the ball.
He pulled the ball.
He took it himself.
Bootleg for a touchdown. How about that? And that was all in the context of the offense. It was wide open for him. He executed it. Great to have Blake Watson back.
On the replay, you're watching the safety come down, and you almost see his eyes get huge when he realizes Wolf's keeping it, and he turns around. There's nobody behind him. So, yeah, we saw him do that more than once tonight. He took off with it and got what he could get, and it really helped boost this offense. I think he was looser tonight for whatever reason. He felt more comfortable, and it was his best night of the season.
One of the things he told us in the radio postgame show was the fact that he realized his problems here were nothing compared to those down in his hometown of Venice, Florida, and those family and loved ones that are affected by Hurricane Ian. And he realized that he got a dose of perspective and came out and really performed. Just under 300 yards for Hayden Wolf. He ran the ball effectively a couple of times, and we saw what that can do. And for many instances, the Monarchs were in good shape here. Not only tying the game at 14, but they tied it at 24. But the penalties, 14 penalties, over 100 yards were killers.
120 yards in penalties, and they were critical ones. I mean, the score that should have made it a two-possession game that really kind of put it away should not have happened. It should have been a punt from their own 5-yard line. We'll get the defensive holding call, gave them a first down. They move up. So many encroachment calls, and just calls that were mostly legit calls. I mean, for the most part, most of those penalties, you look at them, they were real penalties. And you're not going to beat anybody giving them 120 free yards, especially when they got two backs going over 100 yards on the ground. But, yeah, I mean, 4th and 22, they convert. That's called back on a holding call. The penalties were killers.
Monarchs fall to Liberty 38-24. Record now 2-3. A bye week for Old Dominion. Doesn't mean everybody takes the week off. Still some work to do to clean up some of those things and get ready for Coastal Carolina in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the big thing you'll take away from this is they were not really outplayed. They weren't out physical. It's not like they got blown off the field talent-wise. You can't make mistakes against good teams. They made mistakes against a good team, and they pay for it. So it's nothing that can't be fixed. Coastal's going to be a really good team. You're going into their environment. They'll get some guys a little bit healthier, and hopefully we'll get some really important people a little healthier, and we'll see how things go. But this is nothing that can't be fixed.
2-3, the Monarchs at the bye week. Next up, the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. For Andy Mashaw, I'm Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.